Hello beautiful people, today I have for you this beautiful bracelet that is made using the cubic right angle weave and having a bead embedded in the work itself. So this is nothing for here, this is a cubic right angle weave with a bead embedded. I have been trying to figure out how to do this stitch, this technique, for many months, and whatever I have tried, it was never working. And a few days ago, while I was reading the Beadwork magazine, I have discovered design made by, let me see the name, Bevan, I guess, in Bead and Jewelry 108, so not Beadwork, but Bead and Jewelry, issue number 108, and that technique has, from my point of view, a very welcome trick, twist, secret that makes everything possible. I was absolutely massively impressed, and that's why I wanted to share it with you, to save some months of trying for you, of trying to figure out how to do this. And I like it so much, it's so versatile, this stitch. So you can use it for bracelet, and in between the claw teeth, let's call it, you can add beads. Here you can make it in a pendant, so just look at it, this is a pendant. Then you can use bicones as well. This is the back of it and this is the front of it, really beautiful. Then depending on how you go around, you can make a square pendant using absolutely the same technique, nothing different. And then I have, played a little with the idea of the same technique and came up with this design. I'm not sure where it's going to take me, but you can actually make this kind of caged beads. See, very beautiful. And then I have another pendant type here, like this, and here you just put the necklace, very beautiful. And it all starts with this unit. Okay. For this technique, we will need to work on two cube units. Together they make the basic unit. Because it's quite difficult, or I find it even difficult to explain, let's do first a diagram. So we will have the start of right angle weave, so 4 beads in a circle. And we have bead 1, bead 2, bead 3, and bead 4. when you start, let's say that you start here and come up back here and make a knot, and then you move the thread through the first bead after the knot. This is what I will call throughout the tutorial position 1. This is position 2, so all from the connection, position 3, position 4. When we work our design, we are going to use 4mm beads and 11/0 seed beads. So our first unit, when we have our needle coming out position 1, we are going to put on the thread 3 11/0 seed beads, which will be the beads of the height of the wall, and then we have one more seed bead, which is the seed bead of the top of the wall. So we have 3 seed beads, we have the top of the wall, and we have the 4mm bead. Okay, so the thread goes up through the top, through the bead, comes down position 1, and we go out position 2. Now in position 2 we are going to put 1, 2, 3 seed beads for the height of the wall, 1 seed bead for the top of the wall, for the ceiling in other words, and our thread will go through these 4, and then we connect with the 3 seed beads from the previous wall, go through position 2 and go out position 3. This is the first unit. For the first unit we will have 3, let's say, loadings. So this means here we have to build another wall, here the top bead, and now we connect them like this. The thread goes up, out position 3, and this is the wall finished. To finish the entire cube, then we go through, we travel, I will call this travel, so we just kind of pick up, go through the bead without doing anything. So we travel through position 4 and then go up through the pearl. The bead is a pearl or a bicone, and then to finish this wall we need to add just 1 bead of the wall. When we add that, we'll go like this, back, down, like this, sorry, to 4. So the last wall goes through position 4, through the bead, we add 1 11/0 for the floor and connect with the last 11/0s we have added as the wall, and the thread goes out wall position 4. Now here is the most important trick. In a normal cubic right angle weave you would go to the top to connect the black beads together. You don't. I cannot explain how it's working, but is working. So now the second unit of this design, we continue and we sorry, we create a right angle weave against bead number 4. So we are adding 1, 2, and 3. So these are the beads of the base. All right? So let's say that the thread goes out like this from the position 4 of the first unit, which is position here, and then we just move our thread here in the first seed bead of the base, and we start building up the wall. When we build up the wall, we are going to connect it with this, with the walls that are here. I stop here with the diagram because it's impossible to figure out how to draw it in a way that makes meaning, but this is very important for you to know. At the end, when we have finished the second unit, we connect these black dots from both units with an 8 figure thread path. So let's do it with beads. Okay, so let's start with our first right angle weave. We are going to pick up 4 seed beads in different colors, so it's easier for you to kind of see it. Okay. I make a knot. And I move my thread through the next bead, and this is how I get position 1. So we are in position 1. Now we start picking up our walls. For the wall, we pick up 3 seed beads, which are the height of the wall, and 1 seed bead, which is the top of the ceiling, and 1 4mm pearl. We go through position 1 and move to position 2. Here we build again the wall. So this means we need 1, 2, and 3 11 rows for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, and we go through the previous 3 seed beads of the wall. Go with the needle through position 2 and then go up position 3. Here we pick up 3 for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, and through the previous 3 of the wall and position 3. We have 3 walls. We go through position 4, then through the next wall, which is actually the pearl. And now we have to finish the wall by adding the top ceiling. And then we connect with the other wall. Go through position 4. And here we have our first unit finished. Now we have to continue with the second unit. This is where I was telling you that usually we would continue to pull the thread here to have these 4 beads together of the ceiling. We don't do it now, and this is the trick. This is something I couldn't figure out myself until I have read Shona's tutorial. So here we have the initial base unit of 4, and now we create another right angle weave unit. So we have to add 3, and we pick up 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. And we go against this one. And we move the thread to the next bead, so position 1. From now on, we will have to build only 2 walls, because we already have the one wall which is already here, and the 4th will be the connecting one. So position 1, and we have a look and see where is that bead facing. For the first one it will be not very difficult, but quite difficult to see. On the next ones will be quite easy, when you already have to see if this bead, position 1, points out towards the back or the front or the back. Here is obviously towards the front. So to finish this wall, we have the bead. We need to add 3 beads for the wall, 1 bead for the ceiling, and we connect through the bead. And then we go through position 1. We move the thread through position 2 of the base. Okay, and now we make the next wall. 1, 2, 3 for the wall, 1 for the top, and we connect with the wall beads of the previous wall. We go through the base, which was position 2, and now, as you can see, we just travel through position 3 of the base. Then we go through the wall beads, and here we need a ceiling bead to finish this wall. Go down the wall beads and through position 3 again. And now here is the beauty of it. We go back up through the wall, and now let's look at the ceiling. Here at the ceiling we have 1, 2, 3, 4 beads from the previous, and then these 3. So we go through this bead that we can obviously see it's in the middle, and now we start to connect the ceiling ones with what we call the 8 figure. So now we connect the top ones. First, the first 4 that we have here in a circle. We go back to this one that will connect, will be common to this right angle weave unit, and this one. Okay. And here we have the top connected as well. When we have finished from the central one, we go down the bead, down the seed bead from the bottom, and now we make sure we come out to, let's call it the leading bead, the bead that will be the first anchoring bead of the next right angle weave unit. So this is the unit, the cubic right angle weave with the bead included. Okay, so this is the top and this is the back of it. And is absolutely impressive how such a, I would say, quite messy look, when we have more units one after the other, they kind of, you know, tidy up themselves. I don't know, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. It all starts with this messy unit. Now let's make another one together. So you always start the unit on the side where you have the tail. On the other side you only connect the beads with the figure of 8 thread path. You always create the base here. So let's make another unit. We pick up 3, we have the right angle weave unit, move to position 1, and now let's see if our position 1 is on the back or on the front. Is on the back, so this means that we just add 3 for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, go through the wall, through position 1 and position 2 of the base. As we were saying, from now on we are adding only 2 walls, because one is already there, the second one is connecting. So because my thread is pointing towards me, towards the front, this means that I will have to add the pearl and 1 seed bead for the ceiling. Connect with the 3 11/0s from the previous wall, go back down position 2, and then we travel through position 3, go up the wall, pick up one for the ceiling, and down the pearl, down position 3, and now we have to come here to start another right angle weave unit. As we can see, the thread comes this position, so we have to go through the base right angle weave to get to the leading bead. Okay. So we add 1, 2, and 3 for the base right angle weave. We move to position 1, always move through the next bead, and now we look at our work and see we are on the front of it, so we need just to add 1, 2, 3 for the wall and 1 for the ceiling, and we connect with the bead, which is basically the wall. Go down through position 1 as well, and then move to position 2 of the base. So this was the first wall, and the second wall is just 3 for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, and go through the wall beads, then down through position 2 of the base. We travel through position 3 up through the beads of the wall, and we add 1 for the ceiling. We go down through position 3, and as you can see, now we only need to connect the top ceiling. For this we go on the connection bead, then up through the bead, and you can see here we go through this one, which is the connection 1, 2, and 3, and with the connection 4, and now we connect the other 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is with the 4th. Okay, this technique is absolutely genius. So just look how the work has become neat, and in just one, adding just one unit is absolutely impressive. Now, after we have connected them, we go down through the wall, the beads of the base. We are looking to bring our needle at the leading bead of the right angle weave, and here we start another unit. So the work is so fast is unbelievable how fast such an intricate and beautiful work can be. You will see it for yourself. Now you can leave the work as it is, or you can let me go up and show you. You can also add beads in between these ones. Let me use like this. It's very easy. And this will give you an even nicer look of the edge. What is pretty is that you can use 11/0 on the top. You can use 15/0 in between the beads of the back, and I think it will give a nice curve. I haven't tried it, it's just an idea, but I think it will give a nice curve to the bracelet. So it kind of will have this curve naturally, just by the design of it. Anyway, as I was saying, I am very pleased to have shared with you this technique. I couldn't figure it by myself. I will say again the name of the beader, Shona Bevan, and as found in Bead and Jewelry 108. She is amazing for this little trick that creates such a beauty, absolute beauty. Thank you for watching. I hope the recording was good enough. The beads are very small, and hopefully using many colors makes it easier to follow. If not, I will do my best and I will make another tutorial if you leave me a comment for that. And hopefully all is good. Have fun, enjoy it, and let's see what things you can come up with yourself. Thank you for watching again. Ciao, ciao.